universe.
Oh. Nice. Okay. Hippie chick, what's up? Let's start the show, hippie chick. Not like that. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Like the sound isn't there when I start a audio track. No idea. Okay, there we go. Need to have my sound working, right?
Prepare yourself.
Hopefully the audio's on. Yes. Where's my mouse? Hello, everybody. Hello.
Prepare yourself.
Yes, I'm not wearing a shirt. Okay, let's take care of that. Let's take care of that business now. Don't want to offend anybody or run anybody off. Dear Slayer, hello. You guys might be able to talk for the first time from Twitter, from Truthier News. Hopefully you're following Truthier News on Twitter. That's where the show will be broadcast to on Twitter. And if you go there to Truthier News, you should be able to... Wow, 44.2, guys. Look at Bitcoin. Holy moly. Wow, look at that Bitcoin, guys. Look at that, 44.2. Somebody.
Lying and dying, that you read. Let's hear from your mouth on your own feed. Shut up your mouth and drops and some kidding. Stick up your low some little ditty. Line and take girl, cashing your tips. You simply whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on Rio, all the woman in red. It's all in your head.
It starts with an F. Bullshit! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Edwin Sparks, hello!
Fuck you!
Welcome to the show, Edwin.
Fuck you, motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, Chevron. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you all! Fuck you, motherfuckers! Fuck you, Hollywood!
Hello!
Fuck you, motherfuckers!
Trendy's! Trendy Navy reporting in live from Orlando, Florida, home of Trendy House Down all things Trendy. We remind you and the hashtag Trendy's on all forms of social media. Now you can watch this from Truthier News on Twitter. So if you want to watch your Twitter, check it out from Truthier. You should be able to chat from there now.
That'll fucking kill you! If you were here, I'd fucking stick my finger in your fat fucking tummy! Fuck yourselves!
Camera locked up on me. That's not good.
You'll never learn family. I'm late for you.
Uh-oh. This is funny that this happened just now. Okay, give me a second with that camera. I gotta unplug it like I always do, and then plug it back in. Then normally when I do this and I go back to activate, it pops on. There we go. Okay. Windows, who knows? You know, maybe I need to uninstall the camera and reinstall the camera. I don't know. Hello, Edwin, Porta Johns, Deer Slayer, and Hippie Chick. Hello, all of you participating in the chat this morning. Let's go ahead and get that Rumble chat up on screen. Let's talk about a few things. Where's my Rumble chat? Oh, I didn't pop it out yet. That's why I don't see it. Okay, that would make sense. Okay, now let's see if it pops up. No, but let's just do this. There it is. Great. There is the Rumble chat. We can put that right there. And the other chat, I see it on screen, but I don't see it. I see it there. Oh, there it is. There it is. Holy moly. Kevin, Billy, Michael Haskey? All of you guys are here? Hey, good morning, everybody. So good to see you on the other channels. Who's going to be the first person to say something in the chat from Twitter, I wonder? Who's going to be the first person to go to @Truthier on Twitter and type in the chat from there? Because we've never seen a Twitter chat come up, ever, on the Restream chat. This would be the first. Who wants to be that person? Truthier News. I'm sure all of you are following Truthier News on Twitter because I've asked you to do it in the chat. It scrolls through there and tells you, please follow Truthier News on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Brad Johns wins! Brad, right on, buddy. Wow, it's an X. Look at you. We're sporting the Twitter avatar, bro. That is the first, man. Let's get that on screen. Let's get that up on screen, man. Holy moly, there he is, guys. X, look, that's what you would look like, man. You'd have that X next to your name. That is the first time we have seen an X, ever. That's the first time we've ever seen a Twitter text come through. Restream finally got it working. I don't know if they had to work with Elon or what, but they got it working. It's not my face. No, it's you standing there, or there's somebody standing there. It looks like they're standing over something, looking down at something. I can't tell. It's looks like a silhouetted. It's a silhouetted person, like with a sky behind them. I don't know what's underneath. I can't tell because it's such a small little thing. But no, it's not your face. And then no, the X. Oh yeah. You see it now. That's pretty cool, bro. Somebody's actually watching from Twitter and they're typing from Twitter. Truthier News, guys, on Twitter. Very simple, very easy. Go head on over there and say something from Twitter, man. It could be that could be the new place that we go to. You know, who knows? So make sure you're following it. You know, if Rumble goes down, maybe we'll be broadcasting from Twitter now that we can see the chat in the Restream chat. I don't know. It's just good to have backups. That's one thing I definitely do know. It's always good to have backups. Now, yeah, we can get rid of a few of these pages here, I guess. I don't know. I guess we can get rid of this page. Pull this one down here. It's so bitter. Good morning. Porta Johns 33, me. Oh, is that you? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. Oh, Brad Johns. It's Porta Johns. There we go. Gotcha. Okay, that's you, man. Cool. Oh, it's perfect outside, man. It's like a fucking Ferris Bueller day outside, man. Perfect. Perfect to cause mayhem throughout the town. What is this right here? What is this? What is this little thing right here? I don't know. This little bump right there. Is that my belly button? I have an innie. Why does it look like an Audi? I got an innie. Yes, Bradley. Dude, thank you so much. Who else wants to go over to Truthier News? And make sure you follow Truthier News when you're there. Who else wants to go to Truthier News and say hello from over there on Twitter? Love to hear from you in the chat. So, who else wants to go over to Truthier.news and say hello from Truthier News on Twitter? Porta Johns did. Anybody else wants to do that? Make sure you follow Truthier while you're there, guys. I'll start using it again. I'll start putting videos up again. I just dusted off my video editing software. I haven't made a video in probably close to a year. No, it probably hasn't been that long. Maybe 6 months. But I miss making videos, and I miss editing sound. I miss working in a recording studio, man. Now I'm messing around with the software all over again, and it's like I forgot how much fun I used to have working with this stuff. You know, I'm good at it. So let me hear from you guys if you decide to go to Twitter. I'd love to see your names pop up. Truthier News, how do you spell truth? TRUTHIERNEWS. It's at Truthier News. One word. On Twitter. Follow it. Support it. Go check out some of my videos. Go follow it back to the YouTube channel and like the videos over there. They get very little visibility. Hippie Chick! Right on! Hippie Chick started the show and goes over to the Twitter. It won't let me comment. Well, Michael Haskey, are you following Truthier News? Are you a friend of Truthier News? Are you following the channel? That's weird. It won't let you comment. Brad and Hippie Chick are over there. And I couldn't be happier to see that we are finally seeing chat from Twitter. You know what this means? This means that I could switch over to the Nay's Garden account instead of the Truthier. Maybe. And I could get all of my, followers over there to start seeing my videos and actually commenting on them, because people generally won't click through to Rumble when they see the link. They just won't click through and say hello to me. But if it's right there on Twitter, it makes it so easy. And, just you type while you're right there on the platform. You don't have to click over to anywhere else. I know it's no big deal to click over to another platform, but a lot of people won't do it. So also there's a lot going on, man. A lot of news bouncing around in my head. I want to just talk about Destiny really fast. Destiny put up another video. It's very interesting. It's about him and his ex-wife. And it's really worth listening to. He's going through a lot of shit because he's younger, and he just has less experience with people, and he's learning really fast how people are, how some people can be, and who your friends are and who they aren't, and what your significant other might have been hiding or whatever. But this last upload that he did, man, it was so good. And all he does is talk about basically his relationship, the problems they had, and what's going on transpiring now. And I would recommend that all of you go check that out. Not just if out of any interest for Destiny himself. If you're not, I'm interested in him personally, just because I like the way he thinks, and I like the way he presents his arguments and things like that. But just as a human being, going through some shit, it's really interesting, and you don't even have to be a Destiny fan to get something out of it, is what I'm telling you. So consider going over to Destiny on YouTube. I think I watched the video on YouTube. It's a long one, but I got probably a good 40 minutes into it or something like that. I was listening to it all morning while I was doing stuff around here. My Bell's palsy's kicking in. You guys might hear that. I'm sorry about that. You like Rumble chat better? You like Rumble chat better than Twitter chat, I would think, right? Edwin Sparks! Over there on Twitter, buddy. Look at you. And we call it Twitter. Just so you all know. We all call it Twitter. Legal Eagle calls it Twitter. John Oliver calls it Twitter. I call it Twitter, right? So if you appreciate the content that John Oliver and Legal Eagle put out and the content that I put out, and you want to honor us and our disgust for Elon Musk and his hypocrisy and his evil, then you too can still call it Twitter. and feel better about it as you do. Because fuck Elon Musk, basically. You can message in it, but I'm here. Fuck YouTube. It won't let me comment. Nowhere to enter words. Okay, I don't know why. Are you on your phone, or are you on a computer? Are you on a MacBook Pro or something like that? It might be a software glitch or something. Maybe try reloading it. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. There's more. What's going on with Donald Trump? Colorado kicked him off the ballot. It's interesting to hear some of the people on Twitter talking about, oh, you're taking away voters' rights and freedom of speech. And I said maybe Donald Trump should have thought about that before he instructed his followers to go to the Capitol and attempt an insurrection that failed. Maybe he should have thought of that before he participated in breaking the law with thousands of other people. It's not our fault. It's not Colorado Supreme Court's fault that Donald Trump broke the law and needs to answer to that. And if you're a Trump supporter and you feel like he should just be able to break the law and not answer to it, well, then you're the fucking problem. You are the fucking problem, and fuck you, because you're an idiot. You give someone extreme power like that, they're going to use it on you eventually. And I don't want to see it get to that. I really don't want to see it get to that. And I'd like to see him stop using that power on everybody. And I'd like to see everybody get on the same page and realize how evil and stupid he is. Now, I don't know if you care about the whole insurrection thing. Maybe you don't. Okay, fine. Well, he took $1.3 billion of America's money and laundered it through his fucking corporations while he was president of the United States, breaking the law. And that's all over the news today. It's huge. Go check it out. All you Trump supporters out there, go check it out. Go see what your champion did to you. So that his family and his kids could enrich themselves off the presidency and off of your hard-earned tax dollars. You might be okay with that. Me personally, I'm not. No, Brad, I didn't see a comment on my video last night. I'm sorry. No, it didn't. It never came up. I never saw it. I don't know which platform you wrote it on. Crisby, hello. Michael's going to restart. Okay. Cool. Good. All right, good. Low show numbers today, huh? What's up with that? Maybe I should have led with what's going on with Trump, huh? Instead of talking about, I'm available on Twitter now in my title. Okay. That's cool. A very, very low following today. Who knows? Maybe Rumble's actually giving us the correct numbers for a change. Maybe there really are 16 people here. How many ones can I get in the chat? I need 16 ones. From 16 different people. How many of you are here right now? Can you all give me a 1 in the chat, please, right now? I'd appreciate it. Just so I can do a head count really fast. It's on Rumble. Just a lot about to type in the chat. It's on Rumble. It didn't come up on Rumble, bro. I had Rumble up. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I didn't see your chat, buddy. I mean, I even came in here after the show and I didn't see it. Okay, so It's So Bitter, Crispy Cat, Deer Slayer, Hippie Chick, Edwin Sparks. That's 5 of you. It says there's 16. So I'm going to assume that that's how many people are here, that it's the 5 of you. Can anybody else type a 1 in the Rumble chat? Wow, 5 people, man. And it says 16. Porta Johns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. It says 16. Okay. Huh. I guess there's just 6 people here, man. I was hoping for 16. I would be cool with 16, man. I totally would have been cool with that. Let me refresh the chat over here. Get a number. 6 plus 16, 18. So we got like 25. Okay, 25 viewers according to, Rumble's skewed numbers. 5 thumbs ups. Yeah, that would make sense because I'm only seeing 6 people. Yeah, I got 6 thumbs ups and 6 chatters. Anyway, let me get back into the news cycle here. Oh yeah, Joe Biden's falling even lower in the polls. The economy's doing great, but nobody cares because Biden is old, and nobody wants an old man to be the president of the United States anymore. So they're going to say, how do you think about how Biden's handling the economy? People are going to go, well, he's an old man, he's doing terrible, and that's fair, and that's totally fair. If that's how you feel, that's totally fair and okay. That's the reason why they're going to have a hard time this election, trying to push that old man through. He definitely doesn't have 4 more years of presidenting left in him, let alone making it to the goddamn election alive. I don't see it happening. He's not making any sense. And, first he supports the genocide and then he's against the genocide. Really? Is that your command decision? You do what everybody else tells you to do, President of the United States? Why didn't you come up with that on your own? I did. I came up with that whole thing on my own. Why can't more people come up with just common sense conclusions on their own, man? And knowing what they know in the government, knowing what they know. They know a lot more horror stories than we know. And there's a lot of shit they won't tell us. And they still pretend like they don't know. Right? You thought he was used to falling. Well, Donald Trump's probably going to win unless he somehow goes to prison or something and Nikki Haley takes over, and then she's going to be the president. She will destroy Joe Biden, I'm pretty sure. Why? Because she's youthful. She still has some good years left in her. She's leadership material, It ain't going to be Ron DeSantis. That's a good thing. He's falling even further than everybody else. And he's so weird. Dude, when he sits there and he's waiting, when people are talking about him and he's on stage, he goes like this. Like he's a rooster or something. It is the weirdest thing. If you ever watch Ron DeSantis when he doesn't think anybody's watching him, he's the weirdest fucker, dude. You just want to euthanize that fuck. Because you're like, there's something wrong with, you're not even a human being, dude. What is this? What are you cocking your head all around? That's what I do when I act like a rooster. What's he doing? What is that? What is that with his head? Twitchy. Have you guys seen that shit? You guys think fucking Joe Biden's a robot? I have way more evidence that DeSantis is. And he's his electronics are failing. Must be the salt water from Florida. You think Ron's got Tourette's? Ron is Florida's case of Tourette's. Ron is Florida's Tourette's. Well, let me say that to my mom. Mom, if the state of Florida had Tourette's syndrome, it would be Ron DeSantis. She laughed. That's a good one. He's a Twitch bitch. I fucking hate him, man. who do you hate more? Ron DeSantis or Donald Trump? How dare you? How dare you ask me the unanswerable? I hate them both equally, bro. They're both equally dangerous. They both have done more damage to this country than any other two human beings, aside from William Randolph Hearst. And you could throw Joe Biden on that fucking sandwich too. I hate all of them. Equally. I hate Joe Biden just as much as I hate fucking Ron DeSantis. I hate Joe Biden just as much as I hate Donald Trump. For different reasons, but the hate level is identical. They don't all do the same things, but they all do the same fucked up, the level of fucked up that would make me hate them, I put it in the... Okay, cool. So we're good there. We're all caught up here. You'd love to yell that to your mom? Watch from Truth here, guys. If you want to watch from Twitter. Ugh. I'll take Rick Scott back over Ron any day. Yeah, Rick Scott's a douchebag too. I mean, one thing, Crispy Cat, you shouldn't do to me ever is talk politics with me. You shouldn't. Because for you, politics is your solution. You'll take Rick Scott because you're a dumb cunt. You're an idiot. Yeah, some fucking other politician is your answer. So don't talk politics with me ever again. All right? Fuck, everything I always say in here is fuck all the politicians. And then some motherfucker like Crispy Cat has to come along and say, oh, I'd take Rick Scott. Really? Really? Go suck that Rick Scott cock, why don't you, motherfucker? Go lick those balls. All right, go shove it down your throat since you love Rick Scott so much. Any fucking politician, bro. Get the fuck off that shit. I don't know what I have to do to get through to you guys. All of you fucking party line motherfuckers. All of you Republicans out there. Oh, I'll take Rick Scott. He's a Republican for me. Really? Really? The guy who'll take women's rights away from them? The guy who's anti-immigration or anti-whatever the fuck? They're all cunts. When are you going to realize that, dumbass? Fuck them all. Hey, here's the answer. It ain't politics, okay? Here's the solution. It ain't politicians, okay? Anything but. It's like putting the fox in charge of the hen house. It's exactly what politicians are. They're foxes in charge of the hen house. That's exactly the situation you want to put yourself in again with Rick Scott. Oh, you like Rick Scott so much. Oh, Rick Scott, please, I'm begging for Rick Scott to come back. Wow. Fuck them all. I don't know when it's gonna sink through your fucking skull. Your cell membrane there and fucking surrounding your brain. But your brain sac is definitely shrinking in there like a fucking raisin in the sun. So I'm looking for people who realize that politics ain't the answer. And all of you motherfuckers out there calling yourselves Democrats and Republicans are the fucking problem. Okay? And you're going to have to tell me all the good the Democrats have done for this country. You're going to have to show me all the good the Republicans have done for this country. Oh, that's right. You can't point to anything. How's immigration doing? How did Trump handle the immigration problem? 4 years later, they're pouring in. They're fucking pouring in. He had 4 years to fix that shit. Pouring in. Under his watch. And they're poisoning the blood of the country, and he doubled down on that shit again, and he brought out Mein Kampf. It's like, I've never read Mein Kampf. They're trying to say that, I use the same terminology as Adolf Hitler. Yeah, almost identical, bro. Poisoning the blood. It's fucking weird. Would you come up with that all on your own? What are you, are you a wordsmith, Trump? Or we're supposed to believe you're some kind of a poet? Some kind of a fucking seer of the beauty behind words. I got news for you. You got that straight from Adolf Hitler's cock when you were sucking his dick. Yeah, I don't like Rick Scott. Good. That's good. No. You don't have to shut up. Just don't ever give me the solution, coffee and crying, hell yeah. Don't ever give me the solution to a problem is another fucking politician. Especially one that we've already seen him in action. But it doesn't matter whether they're in action or not, because we all see what happens to every single one of them once they get elected. Instantly, as soon as they get elected, boom, spoiled. No good. They don't give a buck. What did fucking that cunt, what did that fucking stupid cunt Nancy Pelosi ever do for you? What did that stupid cunt Nancy Pelosi ever do for me or any of us? Besides be able to say, oh, I'm a woman that got elected. Ooh, well, you're supposed to be a woman that got elected that did shit. That got shit done. You gave us Donald Trump. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't have to get up. Okay, wait. That was a good impression of the big orange guy. I get what you're saying, Crispy. The government needs dissolved immediately as a whole. FedEx at the door with dog biscuits. You're so funny. No, but it's a doctor here to see my father. He's got dementia. The government needs dissolved immediately. Militant-minded. Who are you, man? New person. I like this. Whoever this militant-minded person is, please follow me. Please follow me. Give me a thumbs up. And come back a lot to my shows. I go live every day, usually 3 times a day, 2 times a day now. I'm doing more 2 than 3, but I could go 3. It depends on how early I start and what I got going on. Actually, today we'll probably do 3 shows. Pelosi got shit done all over San Francisco. Right? Lots of piles of shit around San Francisco. Militant minded, how can I keep you here? You tell me, how do I keep a new audience member interested in this show? What is it that you want content wise? What is it you're looking for? Yeah, I've got some hardcore viewers now that come to almost every show, and then I don't have a lot of people filtering in and out. That doesn't happen. Because, notifications only go out to my followers because these algorithms don't want other people to watch me for whatever their reasons are. And, whether I'm breaking their terms of service or they don't like the rhetoric or the attitude. Put work in? Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to be completely honest about this, man, because this is just me. Look, I don't really work hard to do the show. And I know a lot of podcasters who do. And it's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with people that give you I'm going to give you an example. Dusty Smith puts on a really good show. And what he does is for the whole week, he mines stories. And then he gets them all ready. He sits down, he's got segments, and he's got a backdrop, and he does his whole thing. It's very professional, blah, blah, blah. I love that, and I will watch him every once in a while. But what I really like? I like podcasters that just sit in their living room and turn on their camera. Everything's nice and clean and looks good behind them and shit. But they just go live, and whatever happens, happens. They're just there to talk about whatever happened in the day and get feedback from the audience and interact. That's me. That's what I like to do. So I don't really put a show together, but sometimes I'll be inspired. Like I'll go see something on the news and I'll immediately go live with it. I'll be like, there's some content there I need to talk about. You're going to get a lot of just chilling here. We just hang out. If you got something you want to bring to the table, throw it on the table, and we'll see if I want to talk about it or not. Because not everything is something I want to discuss. But most things are on the table here. And a lot of people like my opinion on things. You know, I am a very neutral guy. I base everything that I talk about on here based on just what I see, observe on the truth, and I try not to do any narrative at all. Because I can't stand when I hear other people pushing their narratives down my throat, so I don't want to push my narrative down anybody else's throat, you know? Work being a steady stream schedule and lots of convo. You put in work, I've seen it. It doesn't take a scene to keep people, it takes content. Right. It's hard to come up with content, but with this election cycle kicking in, oh, it's going to be nothing but craziness for the next year and a half. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So it's a good time to have a podcast is during election years, you know. Let's roll it up, right? I'll jump back over to Twitter when other people get on the bandwagon. Porter Jones. Wherever you want to watch from. I'm just so glad to see that X pop up on the chat, man. It's so good to see that. It's good to know that Twitter chat is finally working. And that when someone filters through and they type something, I'll actually see it. Because there's no telling how many times people have talked in my chats before and I've never saw it because it wasn't coming through. Militant says, fuck Twitter and Elon. Extensive use of slave labor to emboss his image on the future of the world. You're going to love me. Militant-minded, you're going to love me. Elon is smart, but too smart now with AI backing his every decision. You're going to love me, dude. I found a good audience member, man. This guy knows what's up. If you are a guy. But you are definitely the kind of audience member I'm looking for. I have this one audience member. He always comes in and the only thing he ever says is, I want to get high. Want to get high? It doesn't matter what we're talking about. As soon as he comes in, he's like, want to smoke? Want to get high? You want to smoke? He won't listen to what we're talking about, engage in the conversation or anything. I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. That shit drives me fucking crazy. You know, because when I pull up a Destiny video or a Hassan video and I watch their chat and it's just almost, especially Hassan, not so much Destiny, but Hassan, it's all like intellectuals, like having an actual conversation. And Hassan is literally interacting with the chat like a normal conversation. Like, oh yeah, I'll answer that, blah, blah, blah. And you know, and it's not just being, oh, you want to get high? Oh, nay, you want to smoke? Oh, nay, you want to get high? Oh, nay, I want to smoke. Oh, nay, I want to get high. Oh, I want to smoke. And that's all he ever says. It drives me fucking crazy. Because, yeah, I like getting high. I'm not high yet. I love getting high. Don't get me wrong. I love smoking it. I do. And I do it all the time. But at the same time, man, you got to be able to do the cannabis and have a conversation simultaneously, or it kind of defeats the purpose of smoking the cannabis, you know? Speaking of, oh, you say cheers, look at you, cheers, hey, look at you, I'm going to do a dab in your honor. New guy, I'm going to call you Eminem. Hey, Eminem's here, militant-minded Eminem. You already got a nickname, bro. You're moving right up through the ranks. You're moving right up through the ranks. You already got a nickname. Me and you would make outstanding smoking buddies. In 1750 words, I just put the comment about the Colorado Supreme Court ruling would spark a lot of discussion. OBS Pro? Yeah. No, I don't have shit handled, bro. OBS drives me fucking crazy, man. It drives me crazy. Drives me fucking crazy. You know, there's this one glitch. Like, if you switch windows or something, sometimes it shrinks down to just a red dot. And if I click on that red dot and try to expand it, it freezes up Open Broadcaster. It freezes it up. And I have to delete the source, whatever that source was, and reinvent it. Recreate it. It's so dumb and counterintuitive. Ugh! That's one of the things I can't stand about OBS. Okay. That's Open Broadcaster. Issues with Windows 11 soon to be fixed, I believe. Yes, I cannot stand Windows 11. I hate Windows 11 and I hate Windows 10. Bring me Windows XP again, bro, and just bring me XP and just make it better. It was so good. You know, I remember even Windows 7 was better than this garbage. But they got to keep up with the games, and they got to keep up with the increases in graphics demand and data demand, and everything is more efficient. And, oh, I got to bring in my nephew so he could, a little re-engineer could come in here and slap his fucking ball sack on the code so he could feel like he made a contribution, when actually all he did was make something worse that used to work perfectly fine. You know, that's one of my favorites. I love those re-engineers. Is a threat to us is Trump. I'll tell you who really has to be worried if Trump's going to get elected. Immigrants, Hispanic people, and the LGBTQ community. And anybody who gets pulled over by a police officer. Anybody. You're already guilty. Oh, why would he pull you over if you weren't already breaking the law? You know, some shit like that. You know who's going to do really well under Trump? And I want to make sure I rub this in to everybody who would vote for him. He's going to make me more wealthy than I've ever been in my entire life. He's going to make rich people so rich, we're not going to know what to do with the money, and we're not going to give it to you. We're not going to give it to people who voted for Trump. So remember that. It's not going to trickle down on you. You'll get nothing, and you better like it. The wealthy people like me will benefit, and there's no way in hell I would ever vote for Donald Trump. So you do my bidding for me. Go vote for Donald Trump. Make me more wealthy than I already am. I'm sure it'll feel really good once you realize what you've done. It's the best way I can figure out to discourage people from voting for Trump is to tell them, you vote for Trump, I'm going to get even richer. You know, some of my audience members might do that and say, dude, I want you to be richer. You give me Bitcoin. I'm totally going to vote for Trump now. Don't you do that. 4330. Don't you do it, 4330. 4330. Don't you do it, 4330. Militant-minded. That's, okay, Windows 11 is nice, but they're trying to monitor us too much. I want to know how you feel about the rise of Vivek. Oh, he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. That's, I forgot his last name. The guy running for president of the United States, right? Oh, he's an idiot. He doesn't make any sense at all. He's a fucking racist cunt job is what he is. And he's obviously self-loathing whatever he is too. He self-loathes himself. Because he calls himself a Republican. I mean, seriously? You're a person of color and you're running as a Republican? God. All of these people of color that are Republicans, fucking A. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. I don't even listen to him, so I don't know what he's saying. Vivek Ramaswamy. He's a punk bitch. Just like every other fucking politician, bro. I can't stand any politicians. But I like that Jill Stein is speaking out against what's going on over there in the Middle East. And she still considers herself Jewish. Hey man, after what Israel has done to Palestine, you don't have to consider yourself Jewish ever again, guys. If you are, you don't have to be. When I was 11, I walked away from that religion and I never looked back. 11 years old. Because shit wasn't making sense. And I felt like people were lying to me. Oh, and they were lying to me. They were lying to me. So if you don't like being lied to, you don't have to subscribe to a religion. You don't like being lied to, you would have to vote for Biden or Trump. Either of them, because they're both fucking lying to you. I don't like being lied to. You know, blame my father. He turned me against fucking liars. Seems like there's a lot of people out there who love liars and want to support liars and go to the Capitol and rub their shit on the walls for a liar. You know, fucking idiots. Here's one thing. Loyalty is a beautiful thing until you're loyal to some douchebag like Donald Trump. And then it becomes this most vulgar, disgusting residue that you just can't wipe off of a person. You know? You're like, you're disgusting. Oh, well, I'm not racist myself. I'm just going to vote for someone who says horribly racist things. You know, things like, and it's funny because it's always jumped to the last thing he said. He said a million other racist things before this one, but, you know, immigrants are poisoning the blood of the United States. They're poisoning the blood. What does that even mean, dude? You ever heard of intermarriage? You ever seen interreligious marriages? You ever seen people from different countries marry each other and poison the blood? You idiot! There's no blood poisoning going on. We're all human. You know, the only poison is the venom spouting out from Donald Trump and all his moronic followers. That's the poison. Now you're stoned. Peak Pro for the win, chat. Yeah, the Peak Pro is nice. You doing flour or vaping oil in that? You could do either, right? Lying is so common, it's almost overlooked nowadays. Well, it's not even a mixed gene pool. Our genes are 99.9% the same. So the genes aren't mixing at all. We're all human beings. The only thing that's mixing is skin color, eye color, hair thickness, hair color, you know, how your knuckles are located, or the length of your fingers or your toes, you know, the size of your ears, the form of your brow. Those are the traits. Those are traits. That's not... It doesn't differentiate you in race. We're all human. There's only one race. Human. I mean, there is no racism, but there certainly is a lot of hate. Based on something that doesn't exist. Racism. Which is fake. But at the same time, the hate is real. And the harm is real. Watch Brant Robinson. Robertson or Robinson? I think Robertson. Brant Robertson. On Twitter. Let me see if I can find him really fast. I'm on this other. Brant. He doesn't even come up, dude. Fucking typical. R. There he is. Robinson. Brant Robinson. Follow. I'll make him a post. Where? Okay. I hope everything's all right. All right, drive safe. Cool. One of Brant Robinson's kids, one of his students, left him this beautiful message, a note, a handwritten note. And it's just so nice. And he tweeted that. I think I retweeted that. And a bag of chocolates that she left him too. All right, here he talks for a while here about class. So let's watch this. Thank you, as always, for your kindness and your insights.
Thank you, as always, for your kindness and your insights. Does America have a caste system? Now, think about that for a second. When you hear the term caste system, you usually think about India, where the caste system has been a fixture for thousands of years. So you know that caste means that your social class is determined at birth, and likely the same social class that your parents were born into, and likely you'll never be able to move out of that social class because it's fixed at birth. Now, you and I have been socialized to believe in something called the American dream. And of course, in my sociology class, we talk about that. We talk about social class. We talk about mobility. And then my students are asked, is America a caste system? Now, the first thing I had them do this semester was type in the question, is it easy to move up in social class in America?
Sorry about that.
And I don't know if you know the truth, but the fact is,
I'm plugging in another
it's
monitor.
very, very difficult to move up in social class in America. In fact, the social class you're born into in this country, you likely won't move up or down from that social class. Now, that doesn't mean that America is a caste system, but it means you and I should talk about it. Because if we believe in the American dream, the idea that nobody is prevented from moving up in social class, that we all have the opportunities to do so, then why is the data so crystal clear? You know, way back in the early 2000s, when there was a show called The Oprah Winfrey Show, I remember thinking how strange it was when I heard Oprah say that it's more difficult for Americans to talk about social class than to talk about race. That's why I'm making this video. I'm curious, do you think it's possible that America is a caste system? Because your social class isn't just about economics. It's not just about income and wealth. It's also about all the social norms and behaviors associated with the class you live in. I mean, think about it. In America, do we marry people outside of our social class?
Yes.
Do we hang out with people outside of our social class?
Yes.
Do we make plans to do things with people outside of our social class?
Yes, we do.
It's a legitimate question. I want to get your thoughts about this. Do you think America is a caste system? Because believe it or not, of all the heated discussions I had this semester with my sociology students, that question, among all others, was the one where things got the most heated. And it might just be because we've all been socialized to believe in something called the American dream. It's worth your time, my friends. I'd love your input. You guys be well and have a great start to your week.
Dude, did he say give his opinion on it? And I lost your chat, guys. I'm looking around for it, man. I don't know where it went. I lost the Rumble chat. I'll pop it out again, man. I don't know what happened there. It pops out and I don't know where it goes to. I'm gonna move all these windows around to try to find it. This is not the way a computer is supposed to work. But this screen, it's open somewhere. I've opened it twice now. It doesn't appear on any of my monitors. It's just completely gone. I mean, if I look really closely, maybe I'll see like the edge of it somewhere. But I'm trying to pop, so I can't read your chat. Oh, I can. I can see it right here. Mixed gene pool. Okay. Perjury means nothing these days. The world is built on chaos and will always resort to chaos in the end, if you can understand that. I like his takes on what's happening down there. I agree with that. Yeah, I retweeted that also. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. We all left. No, the chat's gone. Disable tab snoozing? What? Dude, how do I bring the chat back? Oh, do I refresh the page? There's the chat. Okay, cool. All right, I'm not going to pop the chat out. The pop out is gone. The pop out is gone. So, but we can all still see it. Why did you say we all left, Michael Haskey? Drew, you didn't get any notification for the show? That's why you got to check in from time to time and see if I'm live. You got to check in, son. Okay, I see what's going on. Wow, really? You're going to do that shit? There we go. No. Damn it, dude. Stupid. Nothing's working right. I don't even know what this is right here. I don't even know what this is. What window is that? Oh, it's that window? Oh. Weird. Dude. That guy, Eminem, said he's like a OBS fucking guru. I could use some of his fucking expertise right about now. I need to get a better... I don't know, man. What is this window? Oh, that's the one I just muted. Okay. We could go like this, and then go like this. And this one could go like that. I'm sorry, Eminem, for looking like a freaking fool up here. I want to give you good content. I'm high, though. Okay. So everybody's here, right? Good. We're here. We're still talking. Good. All right. So there's more shit. There's more shit going on. That Israel is talking about doing another hostage trade with Hamas right now. So that's exciting, and hopefully that will force a ceasefire again, you know, and less people will get killed, and that's worth fucking celebrating. It's what we want, right? We want the bombs to stop dropping. We want them to stop blowing up apartments and hospitals, schools, and every fucking building that's left standing in Gaza. Stop destroying it. These are war crimes. Israel needs to be tried for it. And not only Netanyahu, but the commanders of these the IDF that are telling these soldiers to go drop the bombs. And now, hear me out, because I don't give a fuck what you think. The goddamn pilots that are dropping the drone pilots, the jet pilots, and the ones that are launching the goddamn rockets from rocket launchers on the ground, wherever the fuck. All of them need to be tried for crimes against humanity as well. All of them are war criminals. They're all complicit. And you don't get to say, oh, they were taking orders. No. That's what quitting is for. That's when you quit your job and you make a fucking statement and you take it on the chin and you take one for the team. You take one for the innocent people that are being, mauled and murdered by your fucking rocket launches. You fucking animals. You fucking animals. You're all war criminals. So, not an anti-Semite. Just telling it like it is. In the language that deserves to be used to say what needs to be said. You're not getting notifications. Follow at Truthier News. Get a notification every time I go live. Truthier News on Twitter. Turn on notifications for Twitter. Turn on notifications for all my YouTube channels. Turn on notifications for Rumble, for Twitch, for Kick. Lots of places to get notifications from. Never miss a show. Dude, Bitcoin is way up right now. Oh my God. 43.9. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. The market's crazy. Huh. I could literally just buy a house with my Bitcoin right now. So you guys, the target is that's the other thing. The target is you see it's 43.9 right now. The target's 48,000. You want to see it? You want to see what it's doing? How are all your wallets looking, guys? Are you guys? Let me hear what your profits are in the chat. What's your profits on your Cash Apps, everybody? How much more Bitcoin or cash value do you guys have? What hippie chick? You got $5 extra now? You made $5? You made $6? A little bit more than $6? That extra dollar and change makes a lot of difference in what you said. Hippie Chick's at 16% profit on her Bitcoin. That one Bitcoin I bought, let's see where it's profit. It was like 137% or something. It is at 146% now. There it is, guys. That's the one Bitcoin I bought. I bought one Bitcoin a little bit over a year ago. It was November. So 13 months ago. So 13 months ago, I bought a Bitcoin for, under 18,000 with, that's all the fees and everything. And that's all, and should be included in this all-time profit here. $25,000 profit. It's gone up 146.27%. It's just gone up $1,400 in the last 24 hours too. So, on this specific purchase, it would be a good idea for someone to take profit at this point. Maybe since you're at 146, you could take like 46% out. You'd still be at 100% profit. Right? Your all-time profit is more than I make a year after child support and taxes. So if I were to pull this entire thing out, it would be $43,555 minus a third in taxes I'd have to pay. So a third of 43,555. Let me just try this. I don't know if I'm good at this. 43,555 times, would it be 0.333? Would be 14. God, I can't believe I did that. I think I did it. $14,503. So I would have to pay. So if we subtracted 14,503 from 43, 43,555. It would be, I'd walk with $29,000 profit after taxes. So I could take $29,000 out right now, and I'll be less one Bitcoin in my holdings, right? Now, if Bitcoin were to drop down to 31, I still wouldn't have enough cash to buy off of that sale to buy another Bitcoin. So in my reasoning, in my stupid brain, I think that it's better off that I don't pull any profit at all, that I just keep it in there as a store of value. If I needed the money, if I needed that cash for something, okay. I'd have $29,000 I could go do stuff with. So it just depends on your situation. And if you want to pull profit to make money and to, off of a hodl type situation, consider other cryptos to buy back in that are doing low right now that'll make up for those losses of not having crypto gaining value because you pulled profit, and every time you pull profit, that's less gaining value. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So let's look at my Harmony One, all Harmony purchases now. So I'm losing on this one almost $2,000 in the negative on a $34,500, 34,000 according to this one. I'm assuming it's 34,500 when you add those two numbers together. Investment. I'm right now, because of where Harmony is, at negative 1830. I've told my audience this a million times in the past, and I'll say it again. When I see it's down, do I go run and pull all the money out because it's down? No. I leave it in because eventually Harmony is going to go back up. I know it will. And when it does, I'm going to be in profit, and I'm just going to let it keep accruing because it's going to be crazy profit. So, and for example, look in the green underneath where it says 32,718. It says in the last 24 hours, it's gained $1,000 in profit. Well, the bull market continues, and that's going to keep going up. Okay? So there's your crypto lesson for the day. I hope that made sense to everybody. Right? Does that make sense to everybody? Why we don't take it out? Why we leave it in? We don't want that $6 profit right now. We want to leave that in there because that's more Bitcoin. That's more money for you in the long run. And especially if those were the pennies from a Harmony purchase. Those could go up to $1. You don't want to cash that out. So in an emergency situation, yeah, it's your money. If you need it, you got it. Just understand you're going to have to pay some. Oh, there's something going on with the taxes now with crypto. I didn't quite understand it. But there's something going on with profits and not paying taxes on certain amounts of crypto and whatever. And I don't know. And you know what really sucks is my accountant doesn't understand the crypto market that much either. He's asking me questions about it. So, I told them during the last bull market, I was like, you guys really should be looking at crypto. And they were like, yeah. Never heard back from them again. But we're going to be talking crypto now, man. My accountant's going to learn a lot about crypto now. And for those of you that are thinking it's too late to buy into Bitcoin, it's not. It's not. So you can use it as a store of value at any price as long as the price is going up, right? If the price was falling and we were in a, you're going to lose value if you don't stay in, right? When it's going up, and that's another thing is you've had opportunities in the past to buy. Those would have been better because it was cheaper. But even now, I'm just saying it's not too late. With Bitcoin, it will seem like it's never too late. Like when it hits 1 million, people are going to be like, yeah, it's not worth buying now. And then people are going to be like, well, what? It's going to go up to 10 million. It could go up to 1 billion. And then at that point, you're like, well, that would be stupid not to put my money into Bitcoin. When it crashes down to 31,000, and if it does that, because it went up really strong just now, and if it goes down and it goes all the way down to 31,000, that might be your last opportunity to get $31,000 Bitcoin. This could be your last opportunity to get under $44,000 Bitcoin. We don't know. But the safe thing to do is to just get a little and hodl on, because if it works out in your favor, you're going to be laughing all the way to the frickin' wherever it is you spend your money at. Hopefully it ain't a bank. Dude, why did I lose I lost the restream chat too? Where is the restream chat, man? Why did Windows just completely disappear? How is this? I see it on the page. That dude is a scandal waiting to happen. Psychological phenomenon where a subject makes motions unconsciously. It's a concept in psychological research. Unconsciously. He's weird how he does it. He's like, it's like a bird. A shit bird. He's a fucking shit bird. Yeah, I don't know where the chat is. This is... I moved every screen. Restream chat. Okay, I've got Restream chat up now, but I'll be able to see it when you guys chat over there. The Rumble chat I've got up right here. $1.40 Deer Slayer. Hell yeah, Deer Slayer's at $1.40. Hell yeah. Gotta go. All your time profit is more than I make a year after child support and taxes. Wait, didn't we see this already? Depends on income is how the rates are applied. No income, 0%, etc. Huh. Well, I have a lot of income, so they're going to nail me. I guess I should refresh the page, huh? Exposing the truth of January 6th. Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that. Oh, what was that, man? I want to see that. If I refresh it, will it come back up? That's later today. Oh, Porta-Johns, I see your I see your thing, man. Quick summary because it's 200-page decision. The state Supreme Court is saying that Trump should be barred from the ballot, but has stayed this decision, will not enforce it till the day before the state has to certify what the ballot is. If he appeals this decision, will be stayed, enforced. The conclusion of the appeal is made. This means that Trump will actually remain on the ballot because he will appeal the decision, and this entire exercise is actually a nothing burger. Yeah, well, dude, Porta-Johns, you wrote that? Did you write that? You think you're a legal expert? Because the person who wrote that thinks they are a legal expert. And, he participated in an insurrection. And it was proven that he participated in an insurrection. They proved it. He was impeached for it. Oh, he was acquitted? Oh, he was acquitted on that. Really? Because he totally fucking participated in it, dude. He tried, oh man, there was so much evidence against him. Really? Fuck. I guess you're not here anymore. Dear Slayer, you should have gone up more than $1.40. I don't understand that. You got $100 and it only went up $1.40. That doesn't sound right. Unless I gave it to you when it was 44. Unless I gave it to you at 44, which is, I guess, I don't know if it's been up here before. Has it been up to 44 yet? I can look. You heard what from H.A. Goodman? What did you hear from H.A. Goodman? I haven't tuned in to him in a while. Oh shit, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Fuck. Where is that page? Here it is. No, it hasn't been up to 44. This is the highest it's ever been. It's since its all-time high. Oh my god, it's about to hit 44 again, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit, here we go. We're going to 44, guys. Amazing. Dude, Steve, first time you heard what from H.A. Goodman? What are you talking about? You've all of a sudden brought up H.A. Goodman. What do you mean? I asked you that about a minute ago. You haven't responded yet. First time I heard that from H.A. Goodman. What? First time you heard what from H.A. Goodman? Why did H.A. Trump acquitted for January 6th? Huh? I don't know what you're trying to say. Harmony 1541. Oh, we're on the 1 year chart, I see. Well, if he was acquitted, it's obviously, I didn't realize that. Trump acquitted for January 6th. To acquit former President Donald Trump and certain years at the U.S. Capitol, marking the second time senators have found Trump not guilty for his actions as president. Yeah, okay. He was acquitted by the senators. There it is. February 13th, 2023. I'm sure that was a complete party line vote, you know. Has nothing to do with the truth. So, the fact that he was impeached first before he was acquitted, he's guilty of it. He was found guilty of it, and they proved it in that court. And just the fact that his little suck-ups, you know, don't want to look at the truth, he incited that fucking entire thing. It's all based on his election and him trying to turn it around and him getting people down there and him sending them to the Capitol and him not doing anything for 4 hours while they basically destroyed the place. Last bit of coffee. Dude, I keep losing these screens. Let me see something here. Yours says 101.38 and you put $100 in? It's still, I don't understand. I would have just thought, I don't know. I'd have to. Did you spend some of it, Deer Slayer? Possibly? And forget about it or something? Or did you like sell some or? Kenneth Mitchell, what's up, buddy? 57-43 vote in the Senate in favor of acquitting Trump for incitement. 57-43. Oh, God. What a just a travesty of the truth. You know, it's just for every single one of those 57 members of that Senate, every single one of those 57 people, they're in complete denial of what happened on that day. And it was proven during the hearings, which I watched. It was proven. I mean, I had already known it because we watched it live. And I said, look, he's telling them to stop the steal. There's a call to action. I said it on the show when we were live. I've got it. 6 hours of fucking January 6th. Yeah, that show was 6 hours or something like that, or 11 hours. It's on Facebook. Just go back to January 6th. They're up Trump's ass. I know, Kenneth. I'm stoked that the state finally pulled Trump from the ballot, too. Yeah, well, according to what Portageon says, it's... I don't know where he got that information from. He says it's not really... It doesn't have any teeth. And that, I guess, it's not going to happen or whatever. That's what Portageon's is saying. But he's gone, so he's not answering me. It means some Democrats voted. Yeah, like Manchin and Kirsten Sinema probably. Who knows? Who knows? A bipartisan majority voted to convict. Seven GOP senators voted guilty in the most bipartisan majority to support a conviction. Republicans who voted guilty were Richard Burr of North Carolina, Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, Susan Collins of Maine, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Mitt Romney of Utah, Ben Sasse of Nebraska, and Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania. Seven GOP senators voted guilty in the most bipartisan majority to support an impeachment conviction in the United States history. Democrats needed 17 Republicans to join them to convict Trump and hold a separate vote to bar him from running for office in the future. They needed 10 more. I'm reading this article. Mitch McConnell said this: "There's no question, none, that President Trump is practically and morally responsible for provoking the events of the day. No question about it." That's Mitch McConnell from the Republicans. And then, he went on, of course, to vote to acquit. Neat, huh? That's a good read. So, every single one of those people that voted to not impeach Donald Trump, they should all be fired from their fucking jobs. Because they're not doing their fucking job. Their job is to protect us from fucking monsters like him. And they just sat there and let him railroad them. No, I don't think any Democrats voted for Trump. I think it was all just a massive majority of Republicans in that House, and that seven Republicans voted with the Democrats and they still lost. I think they had all the Democrats voting to impeach. So, party line vote, and 7 Republicans jumped on with the Democrats. It still wasn't enough. It's shameful, man. It's fucking shameful. And, don't come crying to us when Biden gets impeached and gets acquitted. Don't come crying to us. I won't fucking hear about it. Don't come crying to us when Biden gets impeached and they don't do anything to him. He serves no punishment at all. It's insanity. And as disgusted, as angry as I am, I can't even imagine what someone who's more politically minded and crazier than me would be thinking right now. You would think what happened with the Pelosi's would kind of cause them a little pause, would cause them to, think a little bit about how they treat everybody else, all politicians. It hasn't stopped them at all. And that's too goddamn bad. So Deerslayer's not answering me. You guys are not answering me anymore for the most part. Drew says, hell yeah. We got Kenneth Mitchell over here. Statue in place to stop a tyrant or dictator from being in control of this country. Dave C. Fishing. Hey, what's up? Dear Slayer, I had asked you if you spent some of that Bitcoin. It didn't make sense to me that you had $100 worth and it's only got $1.38 profit in it. And I was trying to ask you why it was only $1.38. Hey Billy, you're still here? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, y'all are still here. That's good. I need to know that so I can be motivated to keep the show going. Right? And I don't know where all of my... What the hell? Why are there two chats up here? Oh. It's showing the chat on the screen next to the chat. Dude. I got it. Why is it dropping? Don't drop. No. Unless you're... Oh, no. No. 43.7. No. No. It's dropping because we haven't done a dab quick enough. You were too slow to do your derb or do your derb. You didn't do your derb. You didn't do your derb in time. I'm still watching Kenneth Mitchell. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is what we're going to do right the heat. We's a gonna melty, melty, melty. We's a gonna melty, melty, melty. Oh yeah. What? 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 I love doing this, dude. I love getting those drips of oil. Every drop. It's amazing. You just wouldn't even think that it would make a big difference. You just take a paper towel and clean it off and throw it away. And I make this triage oil, and I just love the triage oil so much. And it's like all I want to do is just collect this oil and make more triage oil. You know? You did our derbs. You're trying to take our derbs. You're trying to take our derbs. I'm still here. Hostess hasn't seated me yet. Dumb who? Where are you eating at, Billy? Where are you eating at, Billy? Let us know what your plan is over there. It's top of the hour. Time for a derb. Hey, you mean time for a derb? It's time for a derb. What you derbing on? Feel good. Feel good. You just got into Bitcoin at 38. Yeah, so you're going up in profit. Is this hit equivalent to one joint? How does this work? Yeah, it's about equivalent to a half a doobie. It's about equivalent to, you know how you'll smoke like half a doobie and you're like, fine, and you'll put it out because it's really good? It's like that. in one dab. Bro, I can do one dab and be fine all day. You know, and especially if you hold it in. So, here's how to take our dab. How to take our dab. Here. But also, I've built up quite a tolerance, so I can handle more than the average bear. But I got friends who'll smoke me under the fucking table. You're trying to take our derbs. 43.7. I just lost so much money. I didn't lose money, but I lost value in my investment just now. I hate seeing that. Thousands, man. You're going to go to Olive Garden. Some scrumptious stuff. Okay, hold on. What time? Time. 44. Let's do 45. Let's do the 45. Let's do the 45. 4500. Any tips on where to start? I want to grow outside in 5-gallon buckets. No. Well, if you're gonna grow outside, feel good. Can you put them in the ground instead of 5-gallon buckets? You'd be so much better off to just plant them in the ground. I mean, if you have to do buckets, okay. Yeah, that'll work. Make sure there's drainage. There's holes in the bottom of the buckets. You've got to have drainage at the bottom. And good drainage, and the water's got to go right through and drain right out. That's what cannabis really likes. It likes to be kissed by water. You know, it doesn't want to be smothered. The roots don't... Okay, no longer got any cannabis. Cheers, everybody. Make your own compost soil. Save your vegetable scraps, not meat. Vegetable scraps and Oh, I love that. Don't you love when you have a piece of electronic equipment and you had no idea that it had a piece of plastic? Wow. Wow, I can't even cut through that. On the face of the device. And you realize it, you're like, what is that? And you peel it off, and now you've got like a brand new thing that you've had for like maybe years. And now it's like the face is like brand new looking. Looks like I just bought it. It's so funny. So here. This was the piece of plastic. And it was over the top of that. Microphone input. It's a preamplifier for a microphone. Got it here. So, you ever have grow questions, you can ask me. Don't use Miracle Grow. You want to get a really good product line. Get pH Perfect from Advanced Nutrients. Whether you're doing soil or hydroponics, it doesn't fucking matter. Their shit is the best. And I highly recommend it. Also, that blue bottle comes in a gallon jug. It's fish emulsion. You'll see it in any grow center. And write this all down. You can also go to I think this is at naysgarden.com. Yeah. This is all. There's a page on the top menu. I think that's still there. It'll tell you all this shit. Well, some of it's changed. You want to go into a grow center and just buy the bone meal, the blood meal, the bat guano. Those are the 3 B's. Write that down. 3 B's. Bone meal, blood meal, bat guano. Okay? Not a lot of bat guano. Very sparingly, very careful, and don't inhale that shit. It's dangerous. But it's really good, and plants love it. You sprinkle a little bit on, just a little bit on the top soil. Work it in, and you could do that every month or two. Just a little bit. Don't get crazy with it. Also, alfalfa meal, cottonseed meal, Epsom salts are great, believe it or not. Mycorrhizae. You want to get mycorrhizae. Don't forget that. Buy the mycorrhizae. It comes in a granular. That's what I recommend. Get a good granular mycorrhizae. And when you're putting stuff in the ground or planting it in a pot or whatever, sprinkle that liberally in the hole and on the roots, and then drop that in there. And then water it in really good. Mycorrhizae. Write it down. Maybe I'll go to naysgarden.com and just see if it should say grow. Yep, it's right at the top of the page. Grow 4 pounds. Just click that link, and there's a picture of Dino looking over my my plants. He's standing up on a ladder. The secret to growing like a Northern California outdoor pro is compost. All right, welcome home. Everything all right? Is everything all right?
Everything's okay.
All right.
Everything's okay.
Good.
I'm not contagious.
Good. You don't have COVID.
No, it's all it's a sinus thing
Okay.
because of my ear.
Right. I warned you about that ear infection. Compost in the soil and feed with compost tea as often as possible. If you apply this method to cannabis or any other plants like vegetables and fruit, You will be amazed at the results. Let's start by building our soil. Following these simple steps will allow you to grow as much as 4 pounds on a single outdoor plant. Soil and compost. And then there's this whole thing, and it just goes on about, oh my God, there's so much stuff here, guys. naysgarden.com, grow 4 pounds. Links at the top of the page. Grow like a pro. I learned some of the coolest shit while I was living in Northern California. I learned from some of the greatest growers. And I'm telling you, man, that advanced nutrients, perfect pH, liquid karma is great. Get you some of that liquid karma, write it down. You need to deal with bugs, get Organicide, write it down. Organicide. It's 100% natural, kills spider mites. Mix it with dish soap, like Lemon Joy or something like that. Emulsifier. I can never remember that fucking word. Josh G, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Crispy Cat says, cheers. Stomach bug virus messed my mom and her coworkers up for a while. Negative for COVID. There's something out there going on. Everyone's catching it. I know. I'm aware of that. My mom's been sick for about a week. So, was going to go to Olive Garden, but I settled for Nay's Garden. Now I can't get a table. Big drainage, at least 4 1-inch wide holes. Not drill bit holes. Hell, cut off the whole bottom and add burlap on the bottom. I caught this subvariant of COVID from Kroger's ass. Lasts way longer. And you can taste food, so take a test even if you think it's a cold. If you don't know how to compost, don't. New growers burn that shit. Well, the beautiful thing about the kind of compost I made was it was just so simple, man. There's really not much to it. Rotten vegetables love to compost, man. And they have seeds in them that grow right out of your compost. You could take those seeds and plant them in your garden, which I did plenty of times. I was always sad that I never really got it on camera when I was out there on my compost pile and there would be sprouts there. And I would take those sprouts. I'd be like, man, people need to see that the tomatoes and the zucchini and the squash and the pole beans, they grow out of my compost pile. You get these healthy sprouts coming out. It was obvious they were vegetables, you know? Lettuce started growing all over my grow. There was lettuce just sprouting up from the seeds. that would, they would, you know, when I left plants there too long, they would sprout seeds, and the seeds would go all over the place. They were crazy. The black seeded Simpson lettuce. Simpson. Oh, Samson. Samson. Psst, 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 Samson. Samson. Got it that time. Samson. BlackRock submitted its third amendment for its spot Bitcoin ETF to the SEC. So that's news. Rumor this will be approved first week of January. Middle of the week. Composting is fun, and you'll learn how to do it right as you do it. That's what happened to me. And the compost tea is amazing. If you do it in a 55-gallon drum, get a water, like an aquarium air pump, run air lines into the, you can even get those bubbles rings. They sink down on the bottom, or a line that puts out bubbles like you'd see in an aquarium. Put that down on the bottom. Get another water pump, submersible, and drop that down in there. You don't have to do anything but just drop it down in there and turn it on. And it's going like this. It's just swirling the water, and the other thing's producing bubbles, right? Do that, fill it up with water, and then you just take your compost from your compost pile. And I've done this different ways. I've dumped compost right into it, but a burlap sack, a bag, even a pillowcase or anything like that, you just fill it with your compost, dunk it in the water a couple times, tie it in a loose knot, and just drop it in there. And man, it only takes 24 hours and that stuff's activated, and people are like, you have to use it within 24 hours. Bullshit. Dude, compost tea lasts forever. In the right conditions, you create like a live environment for the bacteria. And as long as you keep feeding it, as long as there's stuff in there for it to eat, you know, you can add mycorrhizae, you can add, which I did, and you can add more compost if you want. But it never goes bad, dude. That shit lasted I'd pour it on my plants, and every time, bro, the plants would just love it. They'd explode. And you can make that outside, you can make it inside. I had 3 different 55-gallon drums of compost tea. One of those fourth drum was just water. I would keep just pure water and then compost tea next to it. I have those float valves. They're real cheap. You get them for like $6 on the internet. You get a float valve, screw it in, and run your water line into it, your 1/4-inch water line, and it'll shut off your water when it gets to a certain level, wherever you program it to, wherever you put the float at, however you install it. You can install it sideways or whatever to achieve whatever water level you want. Lower the better, so you got plenty of room to work and you don't spill over. You don't have accidents. That's that way. It's good to run your float valve a little low. And always check your float valve and make sure you don't accidentally bump it with your bucket, which I used to do all the time, and then I'd cause a flood. It was horrible. Okay. So all that information is available at naysgarden.com, and just click on Grow 4 Pounds at the top of the screen, and all that information is there. There's good stuff there. Lighting, watering, nutrients. I said I recommend Remo Nutrients. He was sending me free nutrients, and they were good. My plants did great. But I would totally recommend the pH Perfect over him any day. That advanced nutrient line, totally. And those motherfuckers wouldn't talk to me or anything. They didn't want to have anything to do with me. I was like, right on, go fuck yourself. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck Bitcoin just did a head and shoulders pattern, so fuck that. I will see you guys on the next show. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all had fun. If there were people participating in the chat, I'd keep it going, but it's just there's nobody talking. So, you guys, thanks for watching again, and I will see you maybe later today.